The reason our people invaded your world so long ago was to learn the secret of bronze. Bronze? Yes, our climate is very humid, so iron rusts quickly. Bronze is much better for us. But your people kept bronze a closely guarded secret, so we invaded to capture people and force them to tell their secret. So why are we still fighting after all these centuries? Father wants to keep the war going forever because it gives him immortal warriors. Yeah, your dad told me that. He threatened to invade Earth again if I try to stop the tournaments. So what I need to know is how serious is the threat? Is he really willing to invade? And if he is, what is his army capable of? Father is used to getting his way. He has destroyed kingdoms for failing to pay tribute. He would certainly invade your world if he tried to cut off his source of immortal soldiers. But what kind of force could he bring here? An army of immortal warriors.
Paladin is the new Jade Emperor!
You are about to enter Survival Taiji 2, the balance of power.
If you're willing to do whatever you have to survive, you'll do anything at all. Survival leads people to cannibalism. Is something troubling you, Master Paladin?
Yeah. But we all know that even immortals can die. If he's constantly needing more immortals, he must be using them in his own world. How many immortal warriors does he have? How many does he need to maintain control, and how many can he afford to use in an attack? If we stop the tournament, he can't get any more. Will he really risk the ones he has just to punish us? He wouldn't invade just to punish you. He would invade to force you to abide by the peace agreement and continue the tournaments. Okay, so he really will invade. Swansong, you and Shere Khan stay here with the princess. They'll be bringing breakfast soon. I need to go in the other room and talk with my advisors. There is still much that you don't know about my world. I know, Princess. We're going to discuss what we need to ask you. What are we going to have for breakfast? Dim sum. They'll bring a lot of different stuff so you can find out what you like. It's kind of like what they had at the tournament, but they bring food carts to the table instead of having us line up at a buffet. What do you guys think? Can we trust her? Well, she hasn't said anything that I know is a lie. Not yet, anyway. Paladin, I have to question our goal. While a deadly tournament is not exactly peace, the participants are all volunteers. This war is not putting civilization at risk. Are we really willing to risk an open war to stop a violent game? That's what we need to talk about. Has your opinion changed? No, it hasn't. She told us that her father has destroyed kingdoms for failing to pay tribute. He's clearly a brutal tyrant. That is no concern of ours. We cannot force our will on the whole multiverse. I know that. We can't help everyone, so we have to pick our battles. But by participating in this tournament, we're helping ZD to keep and possibly build the immortal army he's using. We're supplying his stormtroopers. This tournament has been going on for 4,000 years. If an average of 3 warriors a year gained immortality, that's 12,000 soldiers. More than twice the number of Paladin clones Wu had at their peak. And even if we maintain the peace agreement for now, we may have to fight him one day. And the longer we wait, the more powerful he grows. The princess wants to stay here. If we offer the letter, she may tell us more about her father and his capabilities. Her father might not like that. And she could just tell us a bunch of lies. That's why I asked if you think we can trust her. Trust but verify? But how do we verify? We have to send someone into the metal realm. A spy or a delegation? Hey man, why not both? It's a lot easier to get spies in with a delegation. And if we send a delegation, we can ask him to send one to us, and the princess could volunteer to be part of it. Good morning, team. I'm sure that by now you've all heard about the city's plan to expand its superhero teams in response to the Green Flash. Here's what we know so far. The current Vulcan's heroes are being split up. Each of them is being put in charge of a team. Blue Knight will lead first shift, Silver Streak will lead second shift, and Stainless will lead third shift. Flip is joining Team Gold. Most of the new members of the Vulcan's heroes will be chosen from among police officers who gain powers from the Green Flash. But any of you who want to join the Vulcan's heroes are being given this opportunity to transfer. Mr. Argent, since I work for the Order of Merlin, this really doesn't concern me, and Mr. Bucket is waiting for me. May I be excused? Yes, I think that will be all right. Now, as you know, the Vulcan's heroes work for the city of Birmingham, but Team Gold's works for Asia, which is a department of the federal government. Hello, Mr. Bucket. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Predator and Catgirl told me about your problem. I don't know if I can help or not, but I can find out quickly by casting a few simple spells. Hey, you're the same Dr. Wyrd I met in England. I'm sorry, I wouldn't expect you to recognize me. I wasn't a bee-sheep man then. It was about 7 years ago, and I was just a kid. I was working in England 7 years ago. The Order of Merlin sent you to investigate a ghost at Somerville Primary School? Oh yes, in Birmingham. Right. I was the kid who fell in the well and woke up the spirit. Well, it looks like you're still having misadventures. Oh, you don't know the half of it. Well, let's see if I can help you out with this mess, then we'll have to catch up. Yum, 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 yum. Princess, we may have a way for you to stay here, but we need to go back to the tournament for now. Can I take some of this food with me? There's not much left. Shere Khan, would you grab those baskets from that table, please? Sure, babe. I'd hate for you to miss out on the eggplant with shrimp paste. You have plants that lay eggs? Well, Kim, I guess I'll see you tonight. Say bye to Mama and everyone for me. You come back safe, okay? I'll sure try. Okay, let's get going. I was worried that the princess was trying to get to Lee, but it looks like she's really into Shere Khan. And Lee never would have noticed that she was flirting with him if I hadn't said anything. It'll be Lee's turn to fight today. I sure hope he'll be okay. I wonder if he'll fight ZD or that four-armed ogre or that demon-looking thing that just got out of DU. I better go pray for him. Well, Mr. Bucket, I can't turn you back to normal, but I can give you a device that will disguise you with an illusion so you look like you did as a human. This will allow you to avoid unwanted attention, but I'm afraid you'll never be able to live a truly normal life. I've discovered that you are what is known as a weirdness magnet. I've heard of this. You mean like Oliver Sutton? Exactly. Do you understand what this means for you? That I'm going to keep drawing weird stuff to myself for the rest of my life? Well, yes, but that's only half of it. Weirdness is drawn to you, and you are drawn to weirdness. Is that why I ride a Segway? Yes, definitely. I think it would be a good idea for us to keep in touch. Tell me, where do you live and what are you doing? Well, I've been living in Homewood for over a year now. I just graduated high school. I've been planning to go to college, but right now I'm working at the zoo. Have you ever thought about being a superhero?